8 p.m. Hey. All right, so I'm tired as hell, and I've noticed that the lack of sleep over the last few days has really taken a toll, and it's just so crazy. It's not crazy at all. It just, for me, I always try to cut sleep. I always try to sleep the absolute least that I have to per day to try and still operate the same. And I don't know, every time I do, I wrote about it in the description yesterday, but it seems like every time I do, I get reminded that sleep is in charge. And if I want to operate to the best of my ability, I have to sleep. Because yesterday I got home and I actually took a nap, and I haven't done that in a long time. And today I wanted to do the same, but I didn't. And it was just really hard for me to get going. But whatever. So here's the other thing. It's kind of random. But I failed the blade again, dude. Again. So when I start again tomorrow, it'll be my 8th attempt. My 8th attempt. I should have finished this on the 26th of December. I started the same one that I'm on right now, right after Thanksgiving. And I keep failing the fucking thing. And as a quick reminder, I can't be late anywhere. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, or 3:50 on days that I work. I have to do a role play every day with Gabriel B. Thomas. And I have to do the rigor, which is a small thing, every day. And today, I got out of bed at 3:51. And it had to have been 3:51 and maybe 4 seconds, because I was just staring at my phone when I walked into the bathroom while I was getting ready to take a shower. And it took a while for that thing to strike 3:52, which leads me to believe that I was 3 seconds away from not failing, because that would have put me on day, let's see, 12, 13, 14. I'd be on day 8. Well, today was day 8, but I failed. So there's that sticky note. Awesome. And it's so frustrating, dude, because I don't know. I just want to progress and move forward. You know, I made these fucking rules, and I feel like I have to adhere to them. Otherwise, I'll just be a big fat phony. How pussy is it to make a program like this, give it out to the world? People have done the first cycle before you have, and now because you can't complete the first cycle yourself, you're trying to change the rules? Nah, dude, that's pussy shit. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this, but I'm going to get it done. And there's nothing hard about what I'm doing. I just have to be proactive on how I do it. And so, for example, I was texting Lexi this morning, and I said, yeah, I failed again. So from here on out, I'm waking up at 4:30. I'm waking up at 3:30. I don't give a fuck. I'm not failing this goddamn shit anymore. If I fail because I'm late and there's traffic or whatever, or there's an accident, I can take that. But if I fail because my lazy ass can't get out of bed, that's so almost embarrassing. It's very not discouraging, just annoying, to say the least. It's just so annoying. Why can't I get out of bed? That's why it's my crucible. It's because it's fucking hard for me to do. So that's that. That is the blade. That's where I'm at. So we're restarting, and it is what it is. So with that being said, what else do I got today? Well, I recorded the 9th episode of the Allegiant Excellence Show yesterday. That was somewhat rushed. I also realized that the audio, how it recorded, it picked up my voice very loudly, and I don't like that. So I tried to edit it in post, and I don't know if it was a success. Matter of fact, let's check live. Let's check right now. Here we go. That sounds normal.
What's going on, guys? My name is Bryson Sessions.
Yeah, it's loud.
Allegiant Excellence Podcast. I don't have an intro. Maybe I will in the future.
That's loud. It sounds like shit. See, this one sounds much better.
Be real raw and unedited here, because I don't want to pretend to be some...
Yeah, so that's episode 8. Let's go back to number 9.
8.2 billion people in the world. The likelihood that you're the only person waking up at 4 a.m. is damn near impossible.
I don't see that. The thing is with that is I don't know why it did that. I hadn't I didn't change any settings. I didn't speak any closer or further away from the mic. I haven't done anything. So the fact that it is all screwed up, I don't know. I don't know. Another thing I will report real quick is, since not really listening to music outside of the gym, and I'll admit, lately I've been putting some stuff on in the background, not to listen, but to fill in some kind of background noise. Because it seems like if I have a beat or something like that, it's enjoyable for me. It seems like I'm able to focus more. I'm trying to pay more attention on how I perform rather than how I feel. Because if I feel like shit, but I'm performing like a fucking legend, then I'd rather that. But if I feel incredible, but I'm performing like shit or whatever, I'd rather not do that. So I don't know. But this year has been the least amount of music that I've listened to in probably the last decade, because right now I've only got, let's see what it is. I've only listened to 1,000 minutes of music. And if you keep that on pace, that is 26,000 minutes for the year. I usually hit 100,000 to 179,000. That's my range. So to think that I hit 179,000 and now I'm on pace to hit, what would that be? 800, 700%, something like that. Less. It's interesting because what am I listening to now? And I would say more podcasts for sure. I haven't listened to an audiobook yet, but I'm sure that'll come. More podcasts or nothing. Meaning, rather than having my ears filled with music, because when I listen to music, it's not just quiet and whatever. It's always loud in my ears so I can hear it, want to jam. I love music. I love this shit so much. So not having that fill my ears and my mind and kind of fill my subconscious with the words or whatever, it's interesting because now I don't have that. I'm able to think more. I've actually been wearing headphones and shit, the over-the-ear headphones, earmuffs if you want to call them that don't produce sound. They're actually hearing protection for work. I long-term borrowed some from work. So we have these machines. I said, yeah, I'll take one of them. And so I took one of them, and now, yeah, they're just right here. So I wear them here and there. I wear them at work, and wow, dude, it's just so quiet in there, and I love it. I can just think about whatever. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful, and I haven't heard that level of absolute silence. I don't hear that very often. So being at work especially and being able to hear nothing is just insane. It's almost so calming that I could just fall over and go to sleep right then and there. So I've been doing that. It's been working. It's been helping rather than listening to music and jamming all the time. So I think there's a time and place for music for sure. The reason why I'm just kind of abstaining most of the time is because I'd rather get the feel good, the dopamine. I'd rather feel better and more motivated to work on shit as opposed to getting it from music. Because if I hear a specific song and I just jam the shit out of it, that's going to just deplete the fuck out of my dopamine stores and kind of rob me of all that I could have gotten from doing something more difficult or something more meaningful or something more in line with my goals. And I'd rather take advantage of that as opposed to just getting the artificial shit. So yeah, that's how it's going. I think it's fine. I think it's going well. So I'm going to keep on going. I'm not really committed to doing this forever or for long term. I just really want to see what I notice after doing this for so long. And so far, so good, man. I don't know if I can really say much other than what I've already said, but it is, I feel like I just have more thoughts and more thinking, more clarity of mind. Maybe. I don't know. It's really too early to tell. I've only been doing this for about 3 to 4 weeks now. So, or 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know. I know I started right after Christmas, I think. I have no idea, actually, and I don't really give a fuck. But that's what I'm doing. So far, so good. That's that. All right, so what else we got? So I came up with this content schedule, and I felt a lot of clarity when I wrote it out, because right now I've been struggling to post on social media consistently. And it's not even because I don't have the content. I have the content. It's just, dude, I don't want to be on social media. I don't want to be on my phone. And it's so hard for me to want to do that and to want to message people and interact and be social on social media. I just couldn't give a fuck, dude. And that's my biggest weakness in all of this right now is I don't like being on my phone if I don't have to be on my phone. I don't like I don't like my shit going off and me feeling obligated to reply to people. And that is such an unfortunate, huge, massive part of what I'm doing. So I just have to get over that. I have to buck it up and just keep on going. But anyway, what I plan on doing is actually kind of sequencing or planning or structuring my content in a way where I'm able to create a shit ton of the same stuff on a per week basis for the sake of repurposing it and for the sake of learning. Actually, the focus here for me is learning, because the more you can teach someone about something, the more you actually learn about the thing yourself. And that's something I learned in the book, The Diary of a CEO, where the author, Stephen Bartlett, one of the biggest things he attributes his success to is he would go onto Twitter and he would write something about a topic or whatever and try to condense it down to the limits of a tweet, I should say, and try to teach someone. And he would do that every single day. And he did that for years. So I guess there was however many of these little tweets or lessons or whatever. And I say little because they were little. I mean, a tweet had to have been 140 characters or less, if I remember correctly, before they extended the limit. So that's what he did. And he said that just doing that kind of held him accountable to trying to learn something so that he could teach it to someone and then just get better at it. So I thought, maybe I'll implement that. And what I'll do is I'll talk about the same shit for a week and then I'll transition to a new topic. So for example, I got some feedback from somebody I was talking to, and he's not interested in the program. He's just here for the free content, which is all good. And I said, what kind of content are you looking for, man? What can I make for you? And he said that he really liked the stuff on caffeine that I had been doing. I thought, oh, that's cool. And that's where this idea was born. Because I thought, okay, what if I made 7 posts about that specific topic with 7 different views or perspectives of that thing. So for example, caffeine, how it affects sleep, caffeine, focus and energy, caffeine workouts, caffeine recovery, caffeine, all this shit, right? So I made 4 reels about it. So think of a calendar layout where it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just a normal calendar layout. So starting on Sunday and every other day, it would be a reel, and then the alternating days, it would be a post about it. And then on the rest, it would be a lot of social proof and clients and stuff like that. Some motivation, some funny stuff. For example, if you are listening in the present time right now, it's obviously 2025. You'll know, or maybe you don't know, and I don't give a fuck because it's a secret podcast now. I have some posts on I'll just play it. Sometimes I hate doing this. It breaks the flow of shit, but I'm going to do it. I have this reel. It's a funny one. It's kind of funny, I guess, but it's just me holding 2 dumbbells with one hand and how to do that. So a little tip on how to carry 2 dumbbells with one hand, just in case you got your tripod in your back and your laptop and your bookcase and your shelf and your printer and your bag and your mom's dog in your hands while you're at the gym. Just put one on top of the other, grab it in between with the cross. That's it. Very short and sweet, and it actually has 1,600 views, which is my third most seen reel. Let me make sure that's true. 1. It's my second most viewed reel, dude. Unreal. Real. Really unreal. That reel is really unreal. Wow. So, yeah. The idea is to have a couple funny ones, 1 motivational one. I'm talking reels here. Couple motivation ones, couple funny one. Wait, what is it? 2 funny, 1 who gives a fuck. And then 4 would be the topic. So maybe it's caffeine, maybe it's progressive overload, maybe it's hydration, maybe it's creatine, maybe it's BCAA, whatever. And that just allows me to produce content and also kind of learn more about it as I go, and also hammer it from every angle and then utilize all these different angles for different things. Now, what I mean is I can actually implement these into the newsletter that I want to do, the daily newsletter, because it could be every other. So it's a whatever you want to call it, a disciplinary mental resilience builder, mental toughness, badass shit type of thing. That's the idea of the newsletter. And so Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that would be the motivation and shit. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that would be the other stuff. And I thought, what if I just combined it all, because I can repurpose it and I'd have a 2-for-1 opportunity here. It'd actually be more than that because, for example, I mean, think about this, guys. And this is kind of why I was so hyped about it, because it should simplify what I need to write, what I need to think about, the posts I need to create, all this stuff. It should simplify that a little bit. At least that's the idea, because I can bulk record a lot of stuff, repurpose different content here. And let me explain. So let's say that the topic is, we'll just go back to the caffeine thing. Say the topic for the week is caffeine. So I need to make 4 videos on caffeine, 3 posts on caffeine, and then I need to make 3 newsletters on caffeine. And the cool thing is all of these can be repurposed into so many different things. So for example, if I write one post, I can put that into ChatGPT and I can say, make this into a carousel post or a swipe post or a value post. Combine these 3 ideas, maybe from 3 posts, to make a ebook. I can just repurpose all of these stuff. Now, all of these stuff, great, dude. Can't speak. All of this stuff and make more freebies. So what I could do at the end of every week is combine everything that I talked about into one ebook, one free giveaway PDF thing. Use that as a lead magnet. Use that as some kind of giveaway, a free resource, whatever. And in theory, now if I start now, by the end of the year, I'll have about 49 of these free resources to go around. So 49 different topics. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, I guess, but I mean, it's kind of a lot, because if you think about things like this, so if I said rest times at the gym, rep ranges, set amounts, total volume, workouts for chest, back, shoulders, delts, arms, that's 8. Caffeine, water, protein, carbs, fats, we're at 13, right? Because that's 5 plus 8. Stretching, mobility work. That's a lot, man, because there's 15 right there, and I'm already like, what the fuck else do I talk about? You know, I mean, I could do different ingredients. There's a lot I could talk about. There really is. Meal prep, different things like that. There's a lot. But to have 49 of these ebooks published, I say published, but more like just created by the end of the year, I don't know. That just sounds like a free hub of absolute information to help somebody with their shit. And that gets me more excited about all of this than anything else. I genuinely mean it when I say that I think more about that than I think about getting my next client and making money. I just don't think about it, dude, because I really like what I'm doing here. Of course, I want to make money, and sometimes that is a discouraging thought to think that I have so much focus and desire for this other part of what I'm doing. And it just so happens that that specific thing has no immediate direct return on investment, because I'm doing all this shit for free. The newsletter's free, posting content for free, making videos for free. The newsletters and the attachments and stuff that go with that are free. If at the very end of every week I make an ebook, that's free. And then at the very end, I'll give away the whole thing for free. And the idea is to just build so much goodwill, build so much value, just nurture the audience so much so that when I go to give an ask and say, hey, I need some people who want to join the program, then I have 30 hands raised, I signed 20 of them, and then bada bang, 20 grand made in 1 week, right? That's the idea. That's the dream. But yeah, I'm more hyped about making shit than I am really anything else. But anyway, here's the idea. I kind of got off track. So I need 4 ideas for videos. I need 3 ideas for posts. Those ideas for posts can be altered ever so slightly and be tailored. The fuck is that noise? Or be put at the bottom of a newsletter for the Daily Excellence newsletter, if that's what I'm calling it. I don't know. So what I would do is I'd find 7 different topics or 7 different questions or 7 different, dude, it's just Q&A. Watch, I'll do this live right now. I'll get ChatGPT out. Where's Chat? Where's Gabe? Pat, what's his name? Fucking Gabriel Pete Thomas? Hey, let's say hey. We're just going to say hey. Hey, what's up, smiley face? Oh, Gabriel. Actually, we're using the wrong model here. Here we go. What are the top 10 most common questions about caffeine intake and men and build, and let's see, men's health and fitness. These men want to build muscle, get stronger, and perform their best. Why'd I say best like that? Not only in the gym, but professionally as well. Let's see what it says. Here are the top 10 most common questions about caffeine intake for men who want to build muscle, get stronger, and perform at their best both physically and professionally. How does caffeine affect muscle? Does caffeine improve muscle protein synthesis or just performance? Nobody's asking that shit, dude. Can it help with recovery after workouts? Should I drink it pre-workout, post-workout, or earlier in the day? What is the optimal dose of performance? Okay, there you go. So people are asking that shit. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna start. This is an ultimate fucking hack right here. I need you to give me a prompt back to give you that is the most detailed and all-inclusive, all-around prompt to give me the highest quality answer and most accurate from real data. I need it to be about acting as a world-renowned, can't spell that, social media expert, men's health expert, and marketing master. Leave a blank space for me to insert my topic of choice. Yeah, that's it. So it's going to give me a prompt back to give it. So right now I'm using model 01, not using 4.0. I'm using 01. It uses advanced reasoning. So it gave me one hell of a fucking prompt to give back to it, and this is actually ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to use this. The prompt is actually just for giving it back to you, but the prompt itself is finding the top 10 most asked questions about a topic. Sorry for not specifying. I'm just apologizing to a robot. Sorry, Gabriel. Okay. Yeah, so when you use the 01 model, it uses advanced reasoning. I believe you have to pay for this one. That's what I'm using. All right, you are ChatGPT, a highly knowledgeable expert with access to wealth of reputable data, sources, research. I need you to provide the top 10 most asked questions about the following topic. Insert topic here. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it. We're going to see what happens. I'm just going to copy and paste the whole thing. Okay, copy, paste, insert topic here. Caffeine intake for men wanting to get in shape physically, mentally, and professionally, who care about self-dev. This is quite a fucking prompt here. All right, so what is it going to say? Focusing on caffeine guidelines. You can watch it think too. Preparing a set. Focusing on questions about caffeine's intakes. All right, below are the top 10 most asked questions regarding caffeine intake for men who want to optimize their physical, mental, and professional performance with an emphasis on supplement. Each question includes a concise answer, relevant data, and actionable insights. At the end, you'll have a short summary and further resources. What is the recommended daily caffeine intake for men seeking optimal performance? Most health authorities. So that's the number one question, and it gave me 3 points. Most health authorities, including the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, do they do anything? I don't know. Suggest that, and that was a joke because they don't. Suggest that up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day is generally safe for healthy adults. That's roughly the amount in 45 cups of brewed coffee. It's 5, all good. It's consuming caffeine in moderation can help improve alertness, focus, and exercise performance without causing adverse side effects like anxiety or insomnia. For men in particular, blah, blah, blah. Key tips, start with the low to moderate. So that's a question, and it gave me 3 answers, essentially. 3 points to the answer. Which sources of caffeine are considered best for mental focus and productivity? How does caffeine affect muscle growth, weight management, and body composition? So right here, all I have to do, if I wanted to be a complete jackass and not make this and not change this whatsoever, I have 10 pieces of content, arguably 20, even 30 if you really want to go for it. All I have to do is just talk about each thing, record it, make the video, and I'm good. So for example, I'm going to stop scrolling. Can caffeine improve mental health, or does it pose negative mental side effects? So right there, I'd repurpose that into a hook. So let's do this. So let's say, hey, for number 7, please give me a viral script to follow for a IG reel. Also, repurpose this into 3 Instagram captions, as well as repurposing that into a quick and easy 30-second read for a newsletter. Just heard shit in my house, dude. So let's see what it says. So I said, hey, for number 7, please give me a viral script to follow for an Instagram reel. Also repurpose this into 3 Instagram captions, as well as repurposing that into a quick and easy 30-second read for a newsletter. Okay, so this is 12 seconds. A viral script. Okay, so camera on you with a cup of coffee in hand, text on screen, caffeine, mental boost, or anxiety bomb. Sounds corny. Script, you, energetically. Is your daily caffeine habit giving you superhuman focus or quietly fueling your stress? Transition 3 to 7 seconds. Cut to a quick montage. You sipping coffee, typing intensely, then a clip of someone looking anxious. Text on screen, the good versus the bad. Script continued. You, voiceover or direct to camera. Moderate caffeine can boost alertness and even lift your mood. Studies show it might help with mild depression, keep your laser focus, but too much caffeine can trigger. Dude, there's some shit going on down here. I'm hearing noises, bro. But too much caffeine can trigger jitters, anxiety, and that dreaded post-coffee crash. Show a split screen, one side of you post. So right there, I have a whole script, and now that's a goddamn 2-minute long video, so we'd have to chop that up, but whatever. Caption A, the daily dose dilemma. Feeling extra buzz or borderline burnout, caffeine can be your best friend or worst enemy. It all depends on your dose. A cup or 2 might boost your mood and productivity, but overdoing it could ramp up anxiety and restlessness. Key tip: how you track how you feel after each cup. If you're stuck in overdrive, it might be time to scale back. Tag someone who loves coffee more than sleep. Caption B, mindful mornings. Is your morning brew fueling your focus or fueling your nerves? Moderation is everything. Caffeine can sharpen concentration and even lift mild depression, but too much can leave you jittery and on edge. I'll be honest with you guys. I keep looking down my hallway because I'm like, is there somebody here? Don't like that I said like right there. Dude, it's so hard to stop talking that way. So I have caption A, B, C, and then 30-second newsletter blurb. I'm just going to read it. So caffeine and your mental edge, finding the sweet spot. Did I not just talk about mental edge yesterday? Interesting. Definitely knows what I'm talking about. Whatever. If you rely on a cup or 3 of coffee to power, I love it, dude. I didn't say 2, it said 3. If you rely on a cup or 3 of coffee to power through your day, you're not alone. In moderation, caffeine can boost your mood, sharpen focus, and help keep you motivated, especially if you're juggling workouts, projects, self-development goals. But push it too far and you risk anxiety, irritability, and the dreaded mid-afternoon crash. The trick: monitor your intake and keep tabs on how you feel mentally and physically. If you notice racing thoughts or restless nights, ease off a bit. Switch to tea, balances everything. So I said to give it 2, right? But whatever. So anyway, that's a very long, roundabout way of saying and proving that right there is probably the simplest way to get content, because I would beat the shit out of one topic. It would also boost my knowledge. It would also, like, for example, I just said like, dude. God damn it. For example, if I combine everything that it just said, if I save it all, put it into a doc, and then use that doc, paste it into Gamma, I can say, hey, I need all of this text here. Don't add anything. Don't remove anything. Just use it all. Make it into an ebook. Make it nice. I can get an ebook done in about an hour. And then that's the freebie at the end of the week. And then that adds into the freebies at the end of the year. And the most important part of all this is I would have I would have 4 reels done, and I would have 3 posts done. I'd have 3 to 4 newsletters done, and I'm done with content. And that's that. Now the other stuff would be connection stuff and value stuff and social proof, sharing client wins and talking about my struggles, talking about my journey, talking about self, all that stuff. Because if I'm posting twice a day and I did half of one topic, I would just beat the shit out of the topic. So I feel like I'm beating the shit out of what I'm saying right now, honestly. And that's that. So it would be of tremendous value to do so. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, the dilemma now is, for fuck's sake, I just have so many more obligations now. And if I'm not on my A game every single day, oops. Because my calendar, I'm going to be honest. Let's look. Right now, got an hour there, an hour, 3 hours, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7. Okay, so I've got about 8 to 9 hours on my calendar right now where I have nothing going on. I've got 8 hours out of 168 that I have nothing going on. So I just got so much shit happening. And I want all the energy and the focus to be able to do all these things. And it all starts with sleep. And yet here I am, 8:20, got to go to bed. So in the spirit of getting rest and starting day 1 of the Blade, attempt number 8 tomorrow, Blade 8, baby. Blade 1, Blade 1-8. That's embarrassing. Blade -1, parentheses 8. That's what it is. Yep. All right. That's it. That's it, guys. That's the show. That's kind of the idea. That's the strategy. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking about. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.